Honorable Francis Mwebesa, Minister of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, Honorable Harith Antebaji, State Minister responsible for Trade, Minister of State present, His Excellency Mr. Yan Sadek, Ambassador and Head of the EU Delegation to Uganda, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Enhanced Integrated Framework EIF, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you gathered here today in person and virtually for the launch of the update of the Uganda Diagnostic Trade Integration Study DTIS. I regret not being able to join the event in person. I would like to first of all congratulate all of you on the successful completion of the DTIS update. The significance of this DTIS update is underscored by the context in which it was undertaken during the period of uncertainty surrounding the first wave of global COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Its success is therefore commendable given the related challenges, and naturally it provided the opportunity to reflect on the impact of COVID-19 on trade in Uganda and perspective on recovery. I am further pleased to note that the DTIS update follows closely from the approval of the third National Development Plan (NDP). As such, I am confident that it will contribute to accelerating ongoing efforts and the development of priority sector. Resource mobilization towards these areas will be critical, for which the donor roundtable is being organized this afternoon. It is my hope that bankable project ideas will be presented and they will play an instrumental role in contributing to the national development priorities outlined in the NDP. DTISs have been at the heart of the EIF as they enable countries to identify the most pressing trade constraints and guide the development of subsequent intervention to address those constraints. They also critically serve as a reference point for mobilizing resources from the government, donors, and the private sector. To date, Uganda has received EIF funding support for country projects totaling more than 6.7 million, comprising support to mainstream trade into national development agenda, trade diagnostic to prioritize trade capacity interventions, institutional capacity building, capacity strengthening of district commercial offices, and productive capacity development in the tourism sector. Additionally, Uganda benefits from the EIF thematic support in the area of women economic empowerment, such as through supporting women entrepreneurs in the shea butter value chain. Another thematic support has been extended to help the country prioritize sanitary and phytosanitary investment for market access under the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA. With respect to the launch of the DTIS and the donor roundtable, I would like to commend the European Union for their role in facilitating donor engagement on aid for trade priorities on behalf of the EIF. The results provided in the DTIS update are not an end in themselves, but rather a catalyst for effective partnership to implement the recommendations. We have been provided with concrete recommendations that can inform the future of aid for trade support in Uganda in areas such as the multilateral and regional trading system, trade facilitation, e-commerce, manufacturing sector growth and competitiveness, sanitary and phytosanitary issues, trade finance, and finally, trade in services. I'm also pleased to see a focus on cross-cutting themes such as women economic empowerment and climate change. With COP27 now underway and taking place this time in Africa, we are acutely aware that balancing trade and climate change concerns is not easy. I'm pleased to see that this DTIS update provides some practical guidance in the areas such as promoting trade in environmental goods and harnessing renewable energy resources. This DTIS update also innovatively recommends enhanced coordination and collaboration between the Ministry of Trade and the Ministry of Environment, which oversees climate change issues. This approach, which has been successfully tried and tested in the Gambia, could be instrumental in mobilizing climate finance, among other things. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, A gathering like today is crucial as the government seeks further support from development partners already engaged heavily in supporting interventions at the country level. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the government of Uganda and in particularly the team at the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives for their continued active engagement in the EIF partnership over the years. I would also like to recognize the EIF focal point, Ms. Geraldine Sali, for her continued support. The EIF stands ready to continue strengthening the partnership to support Uganda in the implementation of the DTIS update priorities and on its path to an improved and inclusive trade environment for sustainable development. Thank you for your kind attention.